Ladies and gentlemen, we need to talk about Fortnite OG. This is not a drill. So Fortnite posted a teaser of the event that's happening, the live event that's happening on Saturday. The picture they posted, they showed a red rift in the sky, but if you actually attended the event or if you watched the event before, you would know that the rift was blue, not red. So why did they post a red rift in the sky? Well, here's the thing. Some people, including myself, have a theory that the Fortnite OG game mode is on a different alternate timeline. We are on a different timeline. It's not the same timeline. And what would that mean essentially? Well, that would mean that the events would play out differently. That would mean that potentially the map could be different as the seasons play out. It's a little tricky because, you know, people want the OG Fortnite experience, but at the same time, like, okay. So people obviously want the OG Fortnite experience, but if we look at the player count of OG Fortnite, the player count of OG Fortnite is down. It's not where it was when it first came out. It's still a respectable number. It still gets 40, 50, 60,000 players. And when there's like a new season or update, some people hop on, but it's not hundreds of thousands of players like it could potentially be. And I think Epic could be experimenting with a way to get people back on OG Fortnite by changing things up a little bit, by making the events different, by slightly altering the course of the OG timeline. They obviously can't go too far off course, but if they spice it up with some different stuff and there's a little bit more going on, if you've already experienced OG once, why would you want to go through it again exactly as it was before? Potentially, we are going to be going down a different path. The live events will be different and there'll be more of a reason to attend them. That is not all. I don't know if this is true or not, but I saw a picture floating around that shows it's like a drawing, a black and white drawing, and it shows the spires that are currently in the chapter 6 battle royale map on top of tilted towers. Why would they be on top of tilted? Tilted is not on the chapter 6 map. Tilted is on the OG map. And if you guys remember with the rocket launch event, the rocket was supposed to crash into Tilted, but it didn't. It crashed into Dusty. With that picture and with my theory, and I also want to say something else. Fortnite OG, there's some weird stuff going on Fortnite OG. Fortnite OG is not, like, it's not truly the same as it was. One thing I want to point out is, have you guys noticed that the launch pads on Fortnite, not the launch pads, the bouncers on Fortnite OG are completely different than any bouncer we've ever had before? It sends you like almost like a launch pad. Like it's actually crazy. There's already small differences in the way like Tilted is. There's small differences in the way some of the weapons are working. Obviously we're running and sliding and the movement isn't OG. So why not just take it a step further and start altering the timeline so that people are more interested in OG? I think they got to make some dramatic changes to OG to get people back on the OG mode. And I think the way to do that is to make it a little bit different. Now, if you're like an OG purist, like you don't want sliding, you don't want mantling, you want the game to be exactly like how it was, all the animations, all the sounds exactly like how it was. I mean, look, that's cool. And that was hype before, but like clearly the hype is gone. They brought it back one time. They brought OG back once. It was really hype. They brought it back again and it was really hype as well, you know, the first like week of season 1. Now, obviously, they made a mistake by bringing us back to season 1 for so long. We were there for 60 days before we got to like a good season like season 4. But the hype is gone and player count is down on OG. I mean, player count is down right now, like across the board on Fortnite, which is a little bit worrying because I thought that the superhero season was pretty good. But I do want to point something out. The average player count of battle royale, like just regular battle royale, it's down like 70%. Compared to like a year or two ago. And you know, the reason is because now people play reload, people play all these different modes. Battle Royale, like as we know it, like the core Battle Royale of Fortnite is down tremendously. With the release of Blitz, with the release of a reload on all these different modes, there's less and less people that just play regular Battle Royale as their go-to. So what do we do? I don't think there's any saving BR. I think what Fortnite needs to focus on, truly. Let's get this guy hit. Brother, stop spraying. Okay, we're wasting traps now. Was this roof always covered like this? Okay, bro's cranking. Wait, let me show you these bouncers. Let me show you these bouncers, guys. Let me show you what I'm talking about. That bouncer sent me flying. It did not used to be like that. It did not used to be like that. I don't know about you guys, but these bouncers, they are sending you really far away. Look at this. Like, I could just do a trap tower with just a single bouncer. I'm all for it. I'm just gonna let you know I'm all for it. I want Fortnite OG to have a chance at survival and to have a chance at hundreds of thousands of players. And if that means Fortnite has to go off course and start spicing things up, I was always thinking that they were going to take Fortnite OG to like season 11, right? Like, once we go through all 10 seasons, like, we were just gonna get like a brand new chapter 1 season. Like, we stay on the chapter 1 map, we go to season 11, new POIs, still the same map, you know, still the same stuff. They had a couple new guns or whatever. This low grab stuff, was this low grab stuff always lasted this long? The low grab from the I thought it didn't last this long. Do I have traps? I don't. Why do I still have this bush on me? Have I not been hit? So Fortnite is working on a 6-man squad mode. So it's like squads, but you can have 6 people. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, that sounds fun, but like, there's already a lot of modes, like a ton of modes. And I'm worried that we don't have enough players per mode, right? Like, we have a lot of bots in a lot of modes because the players are spread out. And with Battle Royale, like, I can show you the chart. Battle Royale used to have like 500,000 average players like a couple years ago. Now it's like 150,000. It's not like the player count is down that bad. It's more like people are just playing Reload. They're playing Blitz. They're playing all the different modes, creative and whatnot. If Fortnite keeps working on a bunch of different new modes without the actual total player count going up, we're spreading ourselves a little bit thin, in my opinion. I'm not trying to be doom and gloom, but the average player count this month is the lowest it's ever been since player counts went public. I don't know how. I thought the superhero season was actually solid. I enjoyed it, but yeah, something needs to change because it's not really working right now. There's interest in BR, interest in the game seems to be low. As a content creator, I see that, but also just as a player, you can see it in the player counts. The scary thing is that, like, I don't know what the answer is. Like, I don't know exactly what they need to do. You know, if I knew like what exactly they need to do. Oh, bro's crazy. Oh, you launched. Well, I have a scar. He was almost smart. He used the... Bro, look at this. Oh my God. Why do I still have this bush on me? I don't understand. I've been hit, but I still have like this bush effect on me. Oh no. I have to get cracked because the bush is different. See, even the bush is working weird, but let me show you guys what I'm talking about with the bouncer. You used to be able to just do this. Like if you wanted to do like a super launch, if you guys remember, you could put a launch pad down, then you could put this like this, and then like that, and then you just walk straight into this, and it sends you straight back to the launch. And like, it's not working like it used to because the bouncer is like pushing you 5 times further than it used to. So it used to just be you just walk in here and you hit your head on the top of this and you go. I was able to do it right there, but it took me like quite a few tries. I do want to point out that Fortnite has been slowly changing the graphics on OG to be more OG. If you notice, the scar has the OG look, the pump, the grass is also, I'm on performance mode right now, so it's not really showing that, but the grass is now OG grass instead of the chapter 5 grass. But then at the same time, slowly some things have been changing to be different from what OG was. Yeah, where is this guy? Oh, brother, is he down there? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope they remove bots eventually from this game. Thank you, and don't forget to like and subscribe.